guys, so today I am going to be doing a review of the Hourglass Immaculate foundation. This is the liquid to powder mattifying oil-free foundation. I picked this up at Sephora. It's quite a hefty price tag, and I have been looking for something that will suit my oily skin for a long time, and after trying this for a couple weeks now, I feel like I have a better grasp on really what it's all about, how it works, and if it's really, as it claims, a miracle for oily skin. Right now, I am not wearing any foundation at all, just a little bit of mascara and a little bit of eyebrow stuff. And my skin has kind of been acting up a little bit lately. Like, I won't complain, I don't have a lot of skin problems, but I have been breaking out a little bit more than usual, especially on my forehead. And I've been getting kind of like hivey, like there's a little red spot here, like my nose is red, here is red, here I've got some like breakouts going out on my neck. I don't even know. I wanted something that was good coverage, doesn't look too cakey, and that would actually last on my skin, because literally every foundation that I ever use does not last on my skin. Within 2 hours I'm shiny, and within 4 hours the foundation looks like crap. I have to say, for the most part, I do really like it. I will be putting this on in just a couple minutes, but first I just wanted to make a few points. This foundation is medium to full coverage. It does a really good job at concealing redness, concealing acne scars, which I do have, and is that a fruit fly? It's definitely mattifying. I would say that it controls my oil for 6 to 8 hours, which is very good when I compare it to pretty much anything that I've ever tried. I will get a little bit of shiny, like if I just, you know, tap my nose on my hand, and my hand will be like a little bit shiny. But it is definitely pretty good. The cons that I have for this foundation is that, one, if you put too much on, like, you've basically ruined it. I don't find it a very good buildable foundation, so if you have a lot on your face, it looks like a lot on your face. And when you put a layer over top of the first layer, it doesn't seem to blend well into the first layer. So I would say that those are two negative things. The last negative thing is more of a personal con, and it's that the shade range, although is okay, it's definitely not pale enough for me. I got mine in the shade Pearl, which is the lightest shade available. The three lightest shades are Pearl, this one has a neutral undertone, Porcelain, which has a very yellow undertone, and Vanilla, which has a very pink undertone. And although it seems, you know, kind of light enough when you have a pump on your hand, for me, this foundation oxidizes a lot, and it turns very orange on me. And the girl at Sephora did tell me that the oilier your skin is, the more, you know, apt your skin is to help oxidize the foundation, and unfortunately that shows up a lot when you have quite pale skin like I do. But if you are of a darker complexion, and you can probably get away with some of the oxidization, or if you find that foundations don't really oxidize that much on you, and you're looking for a foundation that is pretty full coverage, powder-like matte finish, and holds up your oily skin, then this is definitely a really good foundation for you. It is very expensive, like I said, and I usually don't like to buy expensive things, but I was really willing to try anything, and although the color shade kind of sucks for me, I do really like how it controls my oil. So without further ado, I will do a demo, put on the foundation, we'll get some close-ups, and then maybe I'll have a few extra things to say at the end. So I've got 2 and a little bit of pumps on my hand. I find it doesn't really go all that long of a way because it is so thick, but anyway, I like this foundation with a beauty blender or a beauty sponge, and I also really like it with a stippling brush, the Real Technique stippling brush, which I have right here. This one does a really good job at shearing it out while also keeping the coverage, if that makes sense. So there is what my face looks like with one half of my face done over here, while this one has nothing. As you can see, it is quite full coverage. It definitely has a powder-like finish. It does set very fast, and it does look very nice on the skin. It does bring out your little baby hairs a little bit. So if you have like some baby hairs on your face like I do, they may be a little bit more noticeable, but that is really always the case with anything powder or with a powder finish. So yeah, here is my clean, naked face compared to the foundation. It does look the correct shade right now, but in a couple hours, it does unfortunately oxidize, which is such a shame because I think this would really be one of my favorite new foundations, if not my favorite new foundation, if it didn't, you know, turn Oompa Loompa. I'm going to do the other half of my face with the brush just for a little bit of a comparison. So now that I have one half Beauty Blender and one half brush, I think the Beauty Blender side not only looks better, but keeps more coverage than this side. So even though the foundation doesn't layer very well, I am going to put a little bit more on just to have a Beauty Blender finish on this side as well. I do find that it blurs pores quite well. I do have kind of some dry flakes on my nose right now, so it's hard to say whether it clings to dry patches because anything would cling to my nose right now, but it really doesn't look too bad. So yeah, all in all, I really do like the foundation. I love a matte finish. I love a fuller coverage foundation, and I think this definitely holds up oil very well. It doesn't look too cakey. It looks like you have makeup on, and that's because it has a powder finish, but I still think that it still looks good. It doesn't look like cake face or anything. But like I said, if you have, you know, baby hairs on your face, or you have very pale or very dark skin, this foundation might not be the best for you. One, because it's going to oxidize and turn orange. Two, because they don't carry a lot of really dark shades. Is it worth the $60 to $70 that I paid for it? Probably not. The Revlon Color Stay, although not comparable, has a similar kind of feel. Not so powdery, but I feel like if you have oily skin and you're looking for a full coverage foundation that is a lot more affordable, I would go with that one. I really like that foundation myself. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid to Powder Foundation. I hope this was helpful. I know it was a little bit quick and dirty here. Like I said, good foundation, controls oil, very matte, very powdery. Feels smooth, sets quickly, and has a really good amount of coverage. So yeah, all in all, I would give this foundation an 8 out of 10, only losing marks for the oxidization, and it makes my face look a little bit fuzzy. Give a thumbs up if you like watching foundation reviews. I know they're one of my favorite kind of videos to watch. And please subscribe if you'd like to watch more of me and join my cute little fam jam that I have going on with this new YouTube adventure. See you in the next one. Bye.